Hi, and thanks for logging on to the Daily DVAR Halacha. And here's a brand new halacha for you, and it's for Friday, 29th day of July, which is the 23rd day of Tamuz. First of all, Shabbos, this Shabbos is treated like a regular Shabbos. All of your usual foods, your usual singing and everything, even though we are in the middle of the 3 weeks, we won't show any signs of mourning during this Shabbos. Back to the laws of the 9 days now. If a person wants to polish his shoes during the 9 days, that's considered okay. But polish means just when you're putting on some polish where the color has, faded or something. So you need to reapply some polish, that's going to be okay. But shining your shoes, that's kind of like the level up from that, that's questionable during the 9 days, so you might want to stay away from that. The Gaon of Vilna, great rabbi that we all respect, way back from the 1700s, he said that he allowed changing for Shabbos, getting into special Shabbos clothes even when it's during the 9 days. So Reb Shimon Eider figures that according to the opinion of the Vilna Gaon, who we all pretty much follow, he would probably allow us to shine our shoes also if it's the shoes that we're going to be wearing for Shabbos. You're shining them for Shabbos, he would allow that. Bathing for pleasure is a no. So you can't take a bath just for the pleasure, or a shower just for the pleasure of it. But hang on, we're going to say more things about that. If you're washing for medical reasons, for skin conditions or whatever, then it's considered totally okay. If a person is here where it's important for you to listen, if you're perspired or covered in uncomfortable dirt, then you're allowed to take a shower to wash that off. That's pretty much the heter, the reason of permission that a lot of people are taking showers and baths in the 9 days nowadays, because we are perspired. We are also, many of us, considered in the category of istinus. That's like a finicky person who just feels disgusting even when there's some perspiration on them. That's how a lot of us are these days. So those kinds of people are allowed to take a shower or bath during the 9 days to wash off the perspiration. Now you can't crank up the temperature of the shower or bath to exactly what's the most perfect comfortable for you. Then you're not really doing it for just washing, you're doing it also for comfort. So try to bear that in mind, and it doesn't have to be ice cold, it doesn't have to be scalding hot, which would be dangerous. Just prepare the shower, wash yourself, and no bubbles, no bubble bath, nothing of the perfect temperature that makes you just super comfortable, just enough to cleanse yourself and go. That's how we treat it during the 9 days. Swimming is not allowed during the 9 days. That's a pleasurable activity also, and mourners wouldn't do that. If a person has a condition for which he needs to swim, now that might not necessarily be a person who swim exercises every day. You could ask your doctor about that depending on your condition. But it's more like for a person who is being treated for paralysis and needs to have their limbs move in water each day. That kind of swimming would be allowed. Your regular swimming each day for exercise, I guess, depends on how serious your condition is. Speak to your rabbi or doctor. Or doctor. If you want to jump in a pool for a minute just because it's a super hot day and you just want to have the sweat run off of you, you're allowed to do that during the 9 days. Whether the pool people would appreciate it, I don't know, but you are allowed to do that halachically during the 9 days. Have a great Shabbos, and log on again after Shabbos for more.